Hey family, so I'm coming through real quick with a video. This video is gonna be about my outer body experiences as the bride of Christ. So there's two reasons that I'm really making this. One, because the family is they tripping. Ooh, child. My bad, y'all. I'm by a lake. I love me some water. Like I love water. It's very calm, very relaxing. But I prefer waterfalls. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is, I have outer body experiences, and some people are afraid because of this, and then some people are just ignorant and they think I'm using my gifts for evil, which that's the reason I'm actually here, is because I have to expose those who are. But the thing is, these outer body experiences are to bring life, it's to bring fruit, and it's also to warn me about certain things or whatever's on my heart. The Lord will show me certain things to like relax me and calm me down. So I'm gonna go through a couple of experiences I had. I already told y'all about the one that I had about Jesus. I'm gonna try to find that and link it, but that was beautiful. And it was an out of body experience. It wasn't a dream, vision, none of that. It was literally, I was there, okay, with him. Same with these people, except it's not literal, it's more so spiritual. So the first one that I had, it was actually my destiny connection, my marriage that was prophesied by the Lord that became void because he was void. And so what happened was the Lord was showing me that his family was trying to set me up. They were mad about what I was preaching. So it wasn't just my earthly family. It was so much going on. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know the half of it. So in this in this outer body experience, I was inside of my what do you call him? So this is how I know I'm going into this. First, I'm gonna get into that. This is how I know I'm going into an outer body experience. So what happens is I go into this galaxy type of thing, and then I can feel this type of, I don't want to say certain words because people are weird, but in my forehead is something that lets me know that, okay, you're about to go into a different dimension. And sometimes they'll even say that you're going into another dimension, but I literally can feel something changing in my forehead, and then I pop up in some type of place. So in this out of body experience, I popped up in this guy's house that was supposed to be my husband that the Lord prophesied. And in this house, I literally could see their house. It looked exactly the same. This one was actually literal. I was literally there. So I go into the house and I look on the couch. I see somebody laying down on the couch, and I know the person who was supposed to be my husband was in his room. And I remember going up the steps and I almost went in there, but I was like, no, that's weird. Like, I'm not about to go in there after all of this stuff happened, because this is after he was like talking and saying certain things and trying to make me seem like I'm crazy. So I was like, I'm not going in there. So then I went downstairs, and then I went to their backyard. So boom, in their backyard, that's when I saw his brother, and his brother was plotting. I saw his sisters, mainly the brown skin one. I'm gonna just say that. Mainly the brown skin one. And they were like looking at each other talking, and I saw people in the backyard and they were hiding. And they were hiding with guns in their hands. So it's like, think about when you're in war, right? There's people hiding behind things and they're waiting for their target to jump out and shoot and whatever. And so that's what they were doing in the backyard. And that was the Lord letting me know. Like, obviously, people weren't obviously literally in the backyard hiding and ducking. But that was him showing me they were plotting, they were planning. And they probably met up in the backyard. Like, you know what I mean? So that was that first experience that I had. The second experience that I had was the most recent one, and this doesn't happen a lot. Like, it has to be something important for me to have an outer body experience. So what happened was in this, what happened? Oh, okay. So the Lord was showing me so many things, and I'm not going to get into my promises because a lot of people want to talk down on it and do all that stuff. Like some things you got to protect like a baby, and that's what I'm going to do with my promises. So I was in the future, and basically I saw something happening that manifested that the Lord spoke to me about, and it was huge. It was like amazing, and it was so good. I was breaking down. Like I was literally crying. I was like, "Oh my God, it's actually happening." Exactly how he said it. So after that, the scene changed. And in this scene, I saw one of my enemies, and he was the one that was being a weirdo. I'll just say it. It was my my earthly grandmother's boyfriend. And so when I saw him, he was alone. He looked so lonely. He was sitting in a chair he was sitting in a chair, and he was just like, it's almost as if he was possessed. So I just saw him sitting there possessed. And then it just transferred to where did I go after that? Okay, so this is him showing me my enemies, okay, their outcome. Him, he formed his own pit for him to fall in. That's what I got from it, because he was possessed. He was sitting there lonely. He had nobody. And he's basically telling me, yes, he's going to die alone. He's going to die in his loneliness. And so that's that. And then he showed me, what was it? My other enemies. So he took me to my earthly mother's husband's house. And this one was, like I said, it's more so spiritual, but I'm actually there. But it's not like when people astral project and you're literally in somebody's room. You can like touch them, you can do all that. No, it's very spiritual, even though it's literal too. So I saw him sitting there playing a game. As he's playing the game, I noticed that the door was broken down. Like it was just broken into pieces. The house looked a mess. It was just a complete disaster. It looked like a hurricane literally went and hit the room, knocked things over, and it was just a mess. Really? It seemed like every time I record, it's caught. Like, yeah. Okay, so anyway. So, what was I saying? Okay, Lord help me. So, then I saw something happening very disturbing, but it was the Lord and his vengeance. So that's what that was. It was something happening that it was like, dang, I wouldn't wish that on anybody, but it was the Lord saying that is my vengeance on them. It doesn't matter about their age. So after that, that's when I asked. That's when I asked to see Raina. If y'all don't know, Raina is the person that the Lord told me to make a video about, saying she is about to die. She is next. And the reason I asked is because I guess in the dream or in the outer body experience, it's as if I had this awareness of she's the reason that my earthly mother went to jail. She also is the one that is like slandering my name. It's like, what is her outcome? And that's what led me, I feel, in this, because it could have been anybody. I could have asked about the person who actually tried to set me up. But for some reason, it's like, what is her issue? Like, what is her problem? Like, I know the other person's issue. I know what it is. It's been jealousy from the time we were born. But what is her problem? Like, what is her issue? So that's probably how I felt at that time. And so that's when I said, you know what? I want to see. And the Lord said, I cannot show you her or your ex's mother and that situation. And the thing about it is, I think people are saying I'm nosy because of that, but they don't recognize the purity in me or in that situation, because anyone who has a pure heart would understand that. And people are saying that she's so pure, like it was pure intentions. I'm not going there to be nosy and say, what they got going on. It was more so like, I wonder if they patched up that relationship or whatever, even though we broke up, even though it was the worst relationship I've ever had, which is the only one. But it's like, low key, there were times where I was like, dang, I wish I would have been broken up with her and gotten into, like, at least had a good experience before I found God. And that's what led me to try to be with other females, but it just didn't work because spiritually I was just too advanced. But the point I'm making is, regardless of all of that, I was like, I just hope that she's, you know, I hope that they're having a good relationship because it was horrible. So that's that on that. But no, I don't use my gifts. First of all, the Lord would not allow me to do that as the bride of Christ. He would not have chosen me if I just used my gifts to go spy on people. Like, that is crazy. That is honestly crazy. Like, no, he's not gonna give a psycho a gift. That just, no, it's not gonna happen. And I can't just request, oh, let me go to this person's house. Let me go to this person's house. I can't just request, and let me go to this person's house. I want to see what this person, like, that's not how it works. The Lord shows me what he wants to show me. And that's why when I was like, oh, I want to see them. And he was like, no, because I'm going to have to show you hell. And he knows I hate hell. Like, he knows, even though I asked him for a hell vision or dream, and he's given me them, but he's like, you don't really want to see how other people see, like, because of my heart. And that's what he told me. My heart is too big to look at hell because, y'all, this is crazy. So people were saying that I'm going to go to hell because they were deceived. They didn't know I was a bride. They thought that I was doing something against his will. So they're like, oh yeah, you're going to go to hell. You're going to burn in hell. Or some of them were just trying to scare me because they know I can hear them in the spirit. So, boom. The Lord tried to give me a dream to show me them in hell. And I couldn't even stand looking at the fire. So he wanted to show me them burning in hell, all these prophets and people that are on my page. He wanted to show me that, and I couldn't even do that. Like, he knew I was not going to be able to handle even seeing my enemies in hell because of the stuff that my heart is just too big. But anyway, I just wanted to get that out there. So have a blessed day, week, month, and a year in Jesus' mighty, holy, precious name.